Yeah, welcome to today's live streaming. Welcome with Mazi Pascal. Today we'll be discussing on how to improve our silk paint. Today we'll be discussing how we improve our silk paint, the shining properties, the shine. We will discuss how to improve them, our silk and satin paint. So before we start, I would like you to invite your friends, share this starting. At least when we get to like 10 people, we start. Please share the live, share it to any group you have. We are live. We are live now. Mazi Pascal. We are live. Share our live button. Share it so that you let other people to know about this live. We welcome you. Please, when you join in, introduce yourself and your location. Please, when you join, introduce yourself and your location. Thank you for joining. We have 2 people already in the house. Thank you. So once you join, introduce yourself, please. We have 3 people already in the house. We have 3 people in the house already. Yes. Please, once you join, introduce yourself. You can share the live button. You can share it so that we have more people in the house. Please share the live button. Share it, please. Share it. We have 4 people already in the house. At least let's get to 9. Let's 10 people. Let's get to 10 people so that we start. Please, let's get to 10 people. At least 10 people in the house. We will start. Yeah, thank you. Well, once you join, please introduce yourself and your location, please. Thank you. Thank you. Once you join, introduce yourself and your location. Please share the live button. Share the live button so that we have much people in the room. Share the live button. We have 5 people already. We have 5 people. Please share the live button. Yeah, please share the live button. Yeah, please share the live button. You're welcome. You're welcome to the room. Please share the live button so we'll have much people to join us. Thank you. Thank you. Please, once you join, introduce yourself. We have Edu Bertrand Chinedu from Aba. Chinedu from Aba, you are welcome. You are welcome. Chinedu from Aba, you are welcome. Chinedu from Aba, you are welcome. Welcome you to today's live program. Chinedu from Aba, you are welcome. Please click on the live like button and share the live. Please share the live so that much people will be notified. Because today we are discussing a very important message. We are discussing a very important thing. Please share the live button. Share the live button. We have John Echeta from Kaduna. Mr. John, you are welcome to the live button. Please share the live button before we start. And you please make sure you like so that YouTube will notify people about this live program. Today we'll be discussing on how we can improve our satin. You know, people have this challenge. When you produce satin paint, it will not be shining. Our satin paint, most of paint producers, after production, their satin or silk paint doesn't shine. We are going to discuss it today. how you can improve your Satin paint. Welcome to the live program. I remain your instructor, Maze Pascal. Welcome to today's live program. Please share the live program so that a lot of people will join. Share the live program. Thank you. Once you join, please, we have 2 people. Go to your mommy. Go to your mom, please. We have 2 people that have introduced themselves. Please like the program, like the live, click on the like button, share it so that a lot of people will join the live program. Yeah, please share it. Share it. Share it. Welcome you all, Maze Pascal. I welcome you to today's live program. I remain your instructor, Maze Pascal. Yeah. Bring out your pen and paper. Bring out your pen and paper so that you can learn. Today we will discuss a very important issue, and I know it's affecting most producers. Understand? So please share the live button so that people can join. A lot of people can join the program. Introduce yourself, please. We have only Chinedu from Aba and John Echeta from Kaduna that have just introduced themselves. Please introduce yourself so we'll start. At least by 5:30 we'll start. By 5:30 we'll start. When we'll have, by 5:30 we'll start. Welcome. Introduce yourself, please. Introduce yourself. Mr. John and only 2 people. Only 2 people. We will start in next 2 minutes. In the next 2 minutes, we will start. Please help me to share the live button so that we have much people in the room. Welcome to today's live program, Maze Pascal. I remain your instructor, Maze Pascal. Please click on the like button. Help me to share. Share it, please, before we start. Yeah, we have 1 minute remaining. I'm just trying to share it on my Facebook. I'm trying to share it on my Facebook app so that at least we'll get more people from there so that we'll start. Yeah, welcome. Please share. We have only 2 people that liked it and only 2 people that introduced themselves. So in next 1 minute now we will start. In next 1 minute now we will start. Yeah. 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 So it's now it's 5:30 now. So we are starting. I welcome you all to today's live program. I am your instructor, Mazi Pascal. So today we'll be discussing a very important message, a very important topic. Automatically, we have 5 people now in the room. We have only 5 people in the room for this program. What we are going to discuss is how to improve our silk paint. How to improve our silk paint. You know, most times people produce silk paint. Instead of having that shiny and glossy look, you will see the silk paint now being like, it will be looking like matte. That is not silk paint. When you are producing silk paint, you have to be very careful with the kind of acrylic you use. The kind of acrylic you use, you have to be very important. Acrylic is very, very important because most people call it acrylic paint. Do you understand? Most people from other part of the world call it acrylic paint. So when you are producing silk paint, with a low quality acrylic paint, acrylic, it cannot shine. Let me tell you one thing now. One secret of satin paint is the acrylic. Acrylic is the secret of every satin paint. Mind the acrylic that you use. You know, we have a Visicre, we have a Alacre, we have different companies, understand, from India, other countries. But Alacre 777 is the best acrylic for silk paint. You understand? You will see some all these big companies, when they produce their silk, you will see that it's very shiny. The secret is this: most of them import the acrylic direct from the company with their desired specification. Understand? But the ones we are using at the market, that is available at the labor market, does not have 100% acrylic. Some we are mixed or diluted. So now, what I'm going to teach you today, how you can maneuver it so that your silk paint can shine, since you don't have acrylic that is 100% acrylic. Do you understand? Most of this acrylic you see at the market, those PVAs, they are not 100% acrylic. When you check the data sheet, you will see that they are not 100% acrylic. Do you understand? So, first thing you need to consider is the acrylic, as I said. Texanol is not even the secret. Most people think Texanol is the one that is making the silk paint to shine. It's not Texanol that makes the paint to shine. What makes the paint to shine is the acrylic. Do you understand? Now, when the acrylic is not available, when the 100% acrylic is not available, what you need to do is you add little quantity of acid resin. You add little quantity of acid resin. You know, we have 2 types of acid resin. We have the light acid and we have the thick acid. You know, the thick acid is not that glossy. Do you understand? It's not that transparent. It's not that transparent. So you are going to buy the light acid resin. When you buy light acid resin, I will tell you what you are going to do with it so that it can improve the shining properties of your silk paint. Because most of these silk paints we use here, most of the chemicals we use to produce our silk paint, They are not 100% acrylic. So what do? What I do is this. You know, in my acrylic, I use 10 kg of, in my satin paint, silk paint, I use 10 kg of acrylic. 10 kg of acrylic. When I use 10 kg of acrylic now, and I use 5 kg of titan, these two things have a lot of things to do for the shining properties now. Okay. What I have to do to improve the shining properties, I now use 2 kg of light resin acid. 2 kg. But, excuse me. But what I will do first is I will mix the acid resin, the light one. I will mix it with Texanol so that it can mix properly in the water-based paint. I will use my Texanol to dissolve the acid resin because it's always thick. When I dissolve it now, 2 kg of light resin acid, half kg or 1 kg of Texanol, I will mix them together. When I have a perfect liquid, not thick compound, when I have a perfect liquid that is light, very light, I will now add it to my satin paint. Do you understand me now? Do you understand what I'm saying now? When you mix these two things now, believe you me, your satin paint will be glossy. Your satin paint will be glossy. Add little quantity of DOP. Add little quantity of DOP. When you add this little quantity of DOP, you will have a very fine surface finish. I've tried it, I've tested it. You know, the first time I came across this, I couldn't believe that because I was afraid, how can Texanol and the acid blend inside water-based paints? Do you understand? But when I mixed them, it was superb. 10 kg of acrylic, or you can even remove 2 kg of acrylic, making it 8 kg of acrylic and the 2 kg of acid resin with 1 kg of Texanol or half kg of Texanol with 1/4 kg of DOP. Mix these things. Then you will come back to the comment section and tell me what you find out. I don't know if you people are understanding what I'm saying because it seems you don't have much people in the room. So if you have any question to ask, you can drop your question so that I will attend to your questions. I will give room to questions. We can still discuss any other things. Maybe according from your question, we can still get another thing to discuss. If you have anything to ask, any question to ask, please, you can go on. I will give room for some questions. Thank you for joining. Yeah, paint tutorial, watching from Ghana. Yeah, welcome to today's program. If you still have any, as I said, if you have any question to ask, you can ask. As I said, if you are just joining us, this is Master Pascal to today's training, how to improve your satin paint. how to improve your satin paint and make it to shine very well. Once you join us, you can introduce yourself and tell us where you are watching from. Do you understand? So that we can grow together. Those watching from Facebook, you're welcome to the program. And remember, you are instructor Maze Pascal. John Ejeta. For the white satin, should I use aluminum silicate for 20 kg? Okay, this person is asking. You know, another thing again is this: if you are producing white satin, you can use aluminum silicate only on white satin. You don't need to use aluminum silicate on your colored paint. If you use aluminum silicate on your colored paint, it will give you headache on matching your colors, because the aluminum silicate will be taking you out of what you want to get. So I advise you only to use aluminum silicate with your white silk paint or any white paint you are producing. Any white paint you are producing, you use aluminum silicate on any white paint. As you ask for white paint, for white satin, should I use aluminum silicate? The answer is yes. But this aluminum silicate, you will make sure that after adding titanium dioxide, you now add the aluminum silicate, because if you did not put it accordingly, the aluminum silicate will end up forming seed in your silk paint. And you know, silk paint is supposed to be smooth and fine. Those things can make your silk paint to be rough. Do you understand? It will make them to be rough. So make sure you add your aluminum silicate immediately after titanium dioxide. Mr. John, I think I've answered your question. If I've answered your question, you can comment in the comment section yes. If I've not answered your question, you can still ask you another question so that we can explain more. Understand? And if you don't understand what I explain on how to improve this your satin paint or silk paint, how to improve them, if you don't understand it very well, you can as well ask again at the comment section. I will look at your question and we can go through it again. Understand? Yeah, if you have your question, you can still ask your question. Mr. John, if I've answered your question, you can comment yes. If I have not, you can also tell me the area I can improve from your answer. Understand? So we need to be very careful. Yeah. Yeah, Edu brethren. My question is 10 kg of acrylic for maybe you mean 10 kg of acrylic for, you mean, is it for one bucket? Edu Bertrand, Edu Bertrand. Yes. We're talking about having quality satin, 10 kg. Do you understand? You know, satin is supposed to be 100% acrylic. The reason why we add water to satin is for us to dissolve the titanium dioxide. If not for the titanium dioxide, the acrylic, the satin is supposed to be 100% acrylic. Do you understand? This 10 kg of acrylic is for one bucket, which is 20 liters bucket. When you put your 10 kg now, you put your titanium dioxide, the volume will increase. Do you understand? You now add your Texanol, add your DOP, add your Genepo, understand, glycol, add your deformer. You know, the quantity has increased. Do you understand? Some people will produce satin with 5 kg, silk with 5 kg, and you want it to shine. You know, go shine. It will not shine. What makes the paint to shine is the acrylic. The secret of satin paint is the acrylic. the quantity of acrylic you put, those other chemicals like Texanol, DOP, do you understand? Even this, what do they call it? Even this acid that I introduced, do you understand? They are driving power from the acrylic. Do you understand? They are driving power from the acrylic. Please help me to click on the like button. It will not take anything from you. Click at the like button, like this program, so that YouTube themselves can suggest this to many people. We have only 2 people that liked it, but we've witnessed 10 to 20 people that joined the program. Understand? So if you have any question, okay, Mr. John Echeta, yes means that we've answered your question. So please help me to share this program so that many people will join, and we'll continue. If you have any other question to ask, apart from this silk issue, if you have any other question to ask, you can ask your question. We'll discuss it together. Yeah, you are free to ask your questions here. Understand? You are free to ask your questions here. Yeah. I don't know if I've answered your question, Mr. Edu Bertrand. I don't know if you have answered your question. If I've answered your question, you can click yes, please. If you still have another question to ask, you can ask your question, please, so that we can continue. Yeah. If you are just joining us, this is Maz Pascal. Today we are discussing on how to improve our silk paint. If you are just joining us, you can introduce yourself and tell us where you are chatting from. At the same time, if you have any question to ask, you can ask your question so that we discuss it and learn it together. Do you understand? This is Maz Pascal. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Yeah. Someone was asking how many quantity of the acid resin that we're supposed to use. Please don't use more than 2 kg Do you understand? Don't use more than 2 kg of the acid, already mixed acid. Do you understand? Don't use more than 2 kg for one bucket. Don't use more than 2 kg for one bucket. Understand? How many kg of the mixed acid should I use for one bucket? Don't use more than 2 kg of acid. This person say, for darker shades like rich brown, how many kg of titanium dioxide and acrylic? We are talking about darker shade now. We are talking about darker shade now. In darker shade color, darker shade, there's nothing will happen to the quantity of acrylic. Understand? Nothing will happen to the quantity of acrylic. It still remain constant. It still remain the same. But where you will discuss, where you concentrate on is the quantity of titanium dioxide. Do you understand? The quantity of titanium dioxide is what you consider. Now, if you are using 5 kg of titanium dioxide in your pure brilliant white, understand, and you are using 4 kg, if you are using 4 kg in lighter shades, now you'll be considering using 3 kg of titanium dioxide. Do you understand? In darker shade colors, 3 kg of titanium dioxide, 2.5 kg of titanium dioxide in darker shade colors. Darker shade colors. This is what you have to use. Do you understand? You have to use what they call it, 3 kg of titanium dioxide in your darker shade colors. You understand what I'm saying? 5 kg in your brilliant white, 4 kg in your light shade colors, then darker shade colors, you consider using 3 kg of titanium dioxide. Don't know if I've answered your question. If I've answered your question, you can click yes at the comment section. Yes, ask your questions. Understand? Okay, Mr. John said yes. Yes means that your question has been asked. Feel free to ask your question today. This is Mazi Pascal, your instructor. It's quite unfortunate we don't have much people at the live program, but if you are just joining us, you can ask any questions, or maybe you can rewatch it. But if you are just joining, we are discussing on how to improve the shining capacity, the shining property of our silk satin paint. We said you have to use 10 kg of acrylic, and this acrylic you are going to use should be 100% acrylic. But it's quite unfortunate that you cannot get all this 100% acrylic. What you can get, all this Alacre 777. Do you understand? It's very good for silk. When you use 10 kg, when you use 10 kg of acrylic, you now add it 2 kg of acid resin, light acid resin. You first mix it with Texanol. You mix it with Texanol. When you mix it with Texanol, you now add it 2 kg. Don't exceed 2 kg. Do you understand? Then you add a little quantity of DOP. This will improve your shining property. Someone is asking what is acrylic. Wow. Please, guy 420, where are you chatting from? Guy 420, where are you chatting from? Please introduce yourself. Guy 420, before I will attend to your question. Guy 420, where are you chatting from? India. India is even producing this product. Then Mr. John Echeta, are we to use Milocell instead of Natrosol for certain paints? You can use any of them. Do you understand? You can use Milocell. You can use Natrosol. But all this all depend how long you want the paint to last. Do you understand? Natrosol have this capacity to hold the paint chemicals. Understand? Natrosol have this capacity to hold the paints, the constituents, to hold them tight for a very long time, very long period of time. Natrosol can hold your paint 1 year. Natrosol can hold your satin 2 years. Nothing mega. You understand? But Milocell cannot. You know, Natrosol is hydrocellulose ether, heck, while Milocell is cellulose ether. So if you are producing a job that can last, or if you are producing for stocking, maybe you are selling, I advise you, don't use Milocell. Don't do it. You will see some situation whereby after production, maybe after some months, your paint starts smelling. It's because of the type of thickener you used. Bamako, understand? Hydrocell, Natrosol, these are hydrocellulose ether. Excuse me. You can use those ones for stocking. But for side job, maybe a job you need to finish within 1 month, within 2 weeks, my brother, you can use Milocell. They don't have any other properties apart from holding the paint together. Do you understand? They don't have any other job apart from holding it together. So you can use Milocell, okay, for short time, but Natrosol for long preservation. Mr. Guy 420, you are chatting from India. You are chatting from India. Namaste, Mr. Guy 42. Namaste. Before we continue, Namaste. Namaste, please answer my question. Okay, I will answer your question now. Understand? I will answer your question. You know, with us in paint, I'll answer your question with local explanation, Mr. Guy 420. When you produce paint, I'm answering your question, Mr. Guy 420. When you produce paint and did not add acrylic, your paint will wash off. It will be like chalk. I know you know chalk they used to write on the wall. Chalk. It will be dusty. When you are touching it on the wall. It will be dusty. Understand? Acrylic is that binder, is that chemical that when you add it to paint, it will hold the paint together, not to allow it to bind. Someone asks, you ask, what is acrylic? You understand? If we are to answer you what acrylic is, and the chemical terms, you know, acrylic resin is a thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic substance typically derived from acrylic acid, metacrylic acid. Do you understand? Metacrylic acid. These are chemical explanation. Understand? But acrylic is whitish in color. Understand? It is being used in paint, as in it has this acrylic resin is designed for is designed for use in two component systems for cross-linking with ISO. All these are big grammar. But acrylic resin is a binder. Do you understand? This acrylic, if you watch there's a video I made on how to produce paint theory. I explained every paint constituents. I explained them. Do you understand? I explained them one by one. So this acrylic resin now is for this resin is what that makes paint not to wash off. Do you understand? Acrylic resin is what that makes the paint not to wash off. It's what that binds the whole paint together. Do you understand? Maybe if I will still explain again, acrylic resin is what that gives the paint, when you produce paint, what that makes your paint to last on the wall. The durability of your paint depends on the acrylic. Do you understand? Some people call it PVA. Acrylic is what that makes the paint to last very long on the wall. Guy 420. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Acrylic that we use in paint is a binder. It's what that holds the paint. Understand? By not washing off. This is a layman's explanation of acrylic in paint, because it's not only in paint that we use acrylic. We use acrylic in other plastic productions. Understand me? So the acrylic we use in paint, just like in paint now, we have three important things in paint. We have durability, we have coverage, understand? And you have the spreading rate. These three things is very important in your paint production. Durability, which is the acrylic. Do you understand? Durability is acrylic. So in paint production, when you say acrylic, you are talking about the durability of the paint. The resin is what that makes the paint to last. So we call it acrylic resin, just like as you asked. Do you understand? Acrylic resin. Acrylic resin is what we call it. In a water-based paint, we use acrylic resin. Then in oil-based paint, we use acid resin. Do you understand? They are all resin. We use acid resin. Do you understand me? So when you talk about durability, you are talking about the acid. That is, you are talking about the resin, which is the acrylic. When you are talking about the coverage, you are talking about the titanium dioxide. It's the titanium dioxide that makes the paint to cover. When you put small quantity of titanium dioxide, your paint will not have coverage. Do you understand? Now, the speed of the spreading is being brought about by the quantity of glycol that you put in your paint production. So the spreading rate now will help the painter, as in when you dip his roller inside the paint and roll it on the wall, the speed will be there. It will not be checking. Do you understand? The speed will be there. You will be enjoying the painting. The roller will be rolling freely on the wall. That is the speed. That is what we call spreading rate. So it can spread in a wide area. Mr. Guy 420, please, if I've answered your question, click reply yes. Understand? Reply yes. But if I have not answered your question, answered your question, please put it. Just tell me the area you're not understanding. Then John Echeta, thanks. I use titanium dioxide for Satin and sometimes titan chronos. I want to ask which is best among the two. Which one did you said you use titan dioxide? for Satin. Sometimes Titan Chronos. Okay. Let me say you use Tayo. That's what we call Tayo. Understand? Automatically for now, the highest titanium dioxide we have is Chronos. We have this one that we call Venator. It's very good. But you know, one thing with Chronos is Chronos cannot give you brilliant white. It has this something that looks like light yellow in it. So like if I'm producing brilliant white, I used to add little quantity of blue in it so that it can be brilliant. Do you understand? Now, Chronos, to your question, Chronos remains the best. In Nigeria, I'm not talking about other African country, other European country, other countries. Do you understand? Chronos is the best so far. Chronos is the best. So, but there are other ones we've not tested. But from what we are seeing at the labor market, Chronos is still the best. Okay, Mr. Guy 420. Thank you, sir. I understand. I have another question. How to make pen production process in manufacturing industry? Yeah, how to make pen. How to make pen production process in manufacturing industry. I believe Mr. Guy 420 that what you are asking is how to produce paint in a large scale quantity. Do you understand? I believe that is what you are asking, how to produce paint in a very large scale quantity. Do you understand? Because that is manufacturing process. Because when somebody is manufacturing small scale quantity, you can use hand with a toner, stick. You are producing paint. But manufacturing industry means you want to start producing it in a very large scale quantity. I believe what you need to do is this. You get a factory. You get a building with ventilation. You get a building with ventilation. Structure. Do you understand? Do the wiring. The proper wiring. You do the proper wiring. You understand me? When you do this wiring, the next thing you have to do, setting up. You buy what we call paint mixing machine. This machine can help you to turn the paint mixer. You buy paint mixer. In your mixing line now, it depends on how much you have to start up this business. If you have enough money, you will now buy what we call tinting machine. A machine, automatic machine that can give you the desired color. It will be mixing the color for you. Do you understand? We still have what we call milling machine. This milling machine helps you to grind the paint. If there's any earthly material, like stone, do you understand? Like leftover, we call it earthly materials. This milling machine will grind them so that your paint will be smooth on walls. You buy a scaling machine because everything you do in paint production should be calibrated, should be calculated before putting it inside the mixing pot. You have a scaling machine that we use to calculate quantity of chemicals you are adding in. Do you understand? Then you now learn how to produce this paint. You gain the knowledge. When you have these things, Paint production process is on. Paint production process is on. Do you understand? Now you start your production. Then the next thing you need to do is to learn how to produce those paints. Because what I just explained to you is how to set up a paint manufacturing process. I don't know if that's your question. I don't know. Because from what I read from your question, how to make paint production process in manufacturing industry, you did not ask me how to produce emulsion, distemper, putty, satin, silk. You did not ask those ones, because what you just asked there is manufacturing process. Understand? So that's why I gave you these things. You get your mixer, tinting machine, milling machine, then packaging. You package your machine. Then on packaging, you get your mesh and the printing machine. You get your mesh with printing machine so that you can inscript your brand name on the bucket for advertisement. Do you understand? And copyright protection. These are the things you need to put into place before starting up a paint manufacturing business. So I don't know if I get your answer. I get your question answered. If I get your question answered, you can click yes. If I did not, you can explain more on how I can get to your question. Thank you, Mr. Guy 420. If you are just joining us today, this is Manzo Pascal. In today's training live streaming, we are discussing on how to improve our silk satin paint, how to improve the shine, the shining properties. So if you are just joining, you can introduce yourself, where you are calling from, where you are chatting from, and if you have any question to ask, you can ask your question. Do you understand? Welcome once again to today's live program. Yeah, Mr. Guy 420, if I've answered your question, you can indicate by saying yes. If I did not, you can redirect your question so that I can get to your answer. Thank you. If there's another person in the group, in the room, you can ask another question. We can get to that. Thank you. Edu, please, where can I get? Okay. It's not called TT machine. It's called tinting. Tinting, as in tinting. You are trying to tint the color. You know, in paint production, you tint colors. As in, you want to match color. You want to, well, let's say, matching colors. It's called tint colors. Understand? It's called tinting machine. Tinting machine. You can get tinting machine from, mainly we in Nigeria, we buy from China and India. Do you understand? These are countries we can business with. In this video too, in this video we are making, I shared a link in this video. If you are watching this video, in front of it you will see products that YouTube is selling. There are some good companies, dedicated companies that cannot cheat you. You can click there, you can see this tinting machine in my subscription. If you see on the video, you can see products. I tag those products. You can see in this video I tag tinting machine. You can see it. So if you are watching most of my videos, don't only just watch videos. You can see I share products when YouTube suggests those products. Credible companies, credible and registered companies that doesn't steal. Understand? I normally share them. I normally tag it. So in this video now, you can check the tag button. You will see those products. You can click on them and you browse from their catalogs. You see they have tinting machine, but most of this tinting machine comes with a one that is for one bucket. Do you understand? But you can check it there. You can get it there. Thank you, sir. Next week I have paint industry interview. So I asked some question. Okay, you have paint. You can ask your question. At least you can get some things from here. Do you understand? You can get some. You can ask your question, and you prepare yourself before that next week. If you have any other question to ask on paint production, you can still ask here. Do you understand? You can still ask here. Yeah, if you are just joining, this is Mazi Pascal. You're welcome to today's program. You're welcome to today's program. Yeah. Yes, so if you're just joining, join us. Introduce yourself and where you are chatting from. This is Mazi Pascal. You are instructor. So please help us to share this live program so that much people can join. We only have 5 people in this room, but at least the 5 people is only 2 people that is active. Edu, Brethren, and educate 3 people that is active. Okay. Please tell basic things about paint manufacturing slowly because I am not fluent in English. Okay, please tell basic things about paint manufacturing process. Basic things. Okay. I have to work on my. Okay, I have to be very slow so that you can understand me. We Nigerians, we are not English people. We learn English from Oyibo people, which is the British and the Americans. Do you understand? So even the English I'm speaking will be sounding somehow to them. But I will try my best. To be bringing it down. Do you understand? I will try my best to be bringing it down. Yo. John Echta, please, sometimes I use. I don't understand what you mean by. I don't understand what you mean by. You say car titan instead of titanium dioxide? Is it calcium titan? What do you mean by car titan? Car titan. What do you mean by that? So that car titan. What do you mean by that? Cat time. Tell basic things you need to know about paint. Basic things. Basic things. Basic things you need to know about paint production. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Guy 42. One thing here is this. Basic paint manufacturing process. One, in paint, we have what we call basic paint formulas. Those regular paints. When you are going for paint interview, you should know those things. You should know about dispersants. Dispersants. You should know about thickening agents. Thickening agents. Do you understand? You should know about resins. You should know about resins. Do you understand? You should know about binders. You should know about binders. You should know about pigments. Pigments. Do you understand? You should know about pigments. Pigment now, which is color. Pigment is color. You should know about pigment. Pigment is color. So those things you need to explain them. What I will suggest to you is there's a video I made. Search from my videos. Search from my videos, Mr. Guy 420. How to produce paint theory. Then you listen to that video. In that video, I explain every chemical like water, the function of water in paint. I explain it there. Watch that video. All these things, I explain them. So John Echeta he said is smoother in texture. Okay, the micro. We're talking about the micro is smaller. Well, titanium dioxide, the one we know here, the titanium dioxide, the other things some people use to replace titanium dioxide here is what they call it. Is this someone just joined? MOOD mood. How are you, brother? I am fine. Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria, West Africa. I'm from Nigeria, West Africa. Thank you for joining. Mr. MOD, where are you watching us from? Mr. MOD, where are you watching us from? You can introduce yourself, and if you have any question you can ask your question. Understand? So back to what John Echeta is asking. So there's another thing people use to replace or substitute titanium dioxide. They use what they call it, kaolin. They use kaolin to substitute it. They use kaolin to substitute it. Please, if you are just joining, please click on the like button. Please click on the like button. Share this live program so that people can join the live program. No. I don't know any of these people you are asking. Imran, Kayan, and Nawaz Sharif. I don't know. Is there anything I can do for them? Thank you. Oh, please, if you are just joining, you can share this live button. If you have questions, you can ask the questions. So, John Echeta, what we normally use here, we use titanium dioxide, and most times we use what we call kaolin. But this kaolin, we don't use kaolin in a dark shade colors, in a darker shades. We use it in a lighter shade, like off-white, white pigment. Do you understand? We use them to help due to the high, the cost of titanium dioxide is high. So we use these ones to supplement it. Understand? Thank you. If you're just joining our live program, this is Master Pascal. We are discussing today on how to improve the shine, the shining property of our silk satin paint. Do you understand? Yeah, thank you for joining. I'm still your instructor, Master Pascal. Thank you for joining. Please like, share this program so that we have much people in the room. Thank you for your time. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. John Echeta is asking a question. Are we to prime the wall before or with matte before applying satin paint? See, the best thing you can do for your satin paint, silk paint, the best thing you can do for it is screeding the wall. That is the best thing you can do. Screed the wall, screed it, do screeding. After screeding, don't use roller on that wall. Don't use roller anything like mat. Don't try it. Don't try to apply mat. Understand? Don't try to apply mat. Use sandpaper to sand the wall and apply your satin. But if the wall is not screeded, if the wall is not screeded, you can now prime and sandpaper before you apply your satin or silk paint. Did I answer your question? Yeah. Yeah, if I've answered the question, I can. Mr. John Echeta, have I replied your question? Did I get it right for you? Mr. John Echeta, I think I've answered your question. Please, if you are just joining us today, if you're just joining, please introduce yourself and what is different between silk paint and satin paint. What is the difference between silk paint and satin paint? You know, you see this silk paint and satin paint that has been causing trouble. That has been causing trouble to people. Mr. Abdul, please, where are you watching us from? Please like and share this our live program. Mr. Abdul, you see this this silk and satin, they are the same thing. They are the same thing from my experience. Let me tell you, you see this English and Latin French. Doulos and other companies from the English side introduce silk paint. But these Togolese with the other French, all these countries introduce satin paint, silk paint. They are the same thing. When someone say, I want to paint satin for you, that person mean he wants to paint silk for you. When someone say, I want to paint silk for you, that person means I want to paint satin for you. That's why I use silk or satin paint. Do you understand? It can be called acrylic paint. Acrylic paint. Some people call it acrylic paint because acrylic is the main constituent, main compound used in the production. So, Mr. Abdul, satin and silk, they are the same thing. Some people will say that satin shine while silk doesn't shine. Do you understand? That some people say silk shine, that satin doesn't shine. They are the same thing. Anything that doesn't shine is now matte. That's why we have silk matte. Now we have matte emulsion. Do you understand? Even silk itself is emulsion paint because it's water based. So when you see satin, my brother, is silk that they mean. When you see silk, my brother, is satin that they mean. Like in Lagos side, they normally use silk. They normally use satin. In the eastern part of Nigeria, they normally use silk. So silk and satin, they are the same. Mr. Abdul, did I get your question answered? Mr. Abdul, indicate where are you watching us from, and did I get your question answered? You understand? Yeah, please share the live button. Share the live button so that more people can join the live program. More people can join the live program. We are live. We are live. You can ask your question, introduce yourself and ask your question. Yeah. Oh, it's like we are now tired. We're going to draw the curtain today for today's live program. We're going to draw the curtain here. See you some other time. We are going to call it a day. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining in today's live program. If you have any other question to ask about what we just discussed, but if you are just joining, you can still introduce yourself. But we will be stopping the live program in the next 5 minutes. We've spent 1 hour 15 minutes now. So in 1 hour 20 minutes, we will conclude today's live streaming. Yeah, if you have any other question to ask, you can ask your question. The next live chat we will have is we will discuss on how to produce a gravity paint. Please, like Guy 420, you can join our membership program. Click on the membership program. You can join our membership program. And if you've been watching our live program and maybe you gain something, you can appreciate us by sending us thanks. You understand? You can appreciate us by sending us gifts. Any amount is accepted. If you've gained something from this our live streaming today, you can appreciate us by sending us any amount that you send. That will be okay. You understand? Like this, we grow together. I will always be here sometime so that we can discuss on how to improve our painting skills. You understand? On how to improve our painting skills. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for staying with us in today's live program. We still have 4 minutes to end this live program. You understand? If you have anything you want to ask again, you can ask it so that before we close today, because soon we'll call it a day for today's streaming. Yeah. Oh. So we're going to call it a day today for this program. We'll say thank you for all coming. Thank you for all coming. The next program we would believe to have a better thing to share. Thanks you once more. Abdul Nuruddin from Nasarawa State. Wow, Nasarawa State. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us. Wow. Thank you for joining today. Please, you can appreciate us by sending anything, any gift, any thank you message, so that we'll be here always to give you the best. Today we are calling it a day. You can drop your question at the comment section. Thank you once more for joining in today's live broadcast. Thank you for joining. Thanks. Wow. You are asking on how do we get buckets and how much does it cost? Yeah. Paint bucket, the 20 liters. Now costs in Onitsha, Nigeria, 20 buckets, 20 liters paint bucket costs 1,800 naira. Do you understand? 1,800 naira. Understand? For ash, but for white colored is 2,800 naira. For 10 liters bucket, 2,800 naira. Hope you heard what I said. 2,800 naira. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for today's live program. We will do another live program, but before then, I will notify you. Please, if you've not joined our Facebook page, How to Produce Paint, please right now go and join our Facebook on How to Produce Paint. We are sending more videos and other things there. Thank you for today's live program. I remain your instructor, Mazi Pascal. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah.